Countdown, isn't it?
Countdown, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Are you standing here?
I am because I'm fucking standing. Don't you know this? It's there. Look, take a leaflet.
Okay.
Give this lady a leaflet.
No, it's this guy.
This,
I can promote it.
give it to Hazel. She needs one. She's lost without it. Well, we're going to start in a minute, guys. Meanwhile, take a leaflet, give money. Give money.
Right, you're on mine anyway.
We're not on, are we?
You are, you are.
We are. Okay, shall we begin? Hello, hello, hello. Quick round of applause. And thank you as always to Hi Cuckoo for a tremendous speech and his campaign in Putney, a place I know well. So, here we are on the 9th of June 2024 into a general election. And we must ask ourselves, why do we bother to stand in these circuses? Well, the point is we make propaganda about the truth, whether or not we win. And we direct people towards action to break the legs of New World Tyranny. That is the key reason why we stand. However, there are some places where we might actually win. And if we do that, we'll be in Parliament doing the same things. I don't have any illusion if we're in Parliament that the bureaucracy would do what we want for them. But we can organise and call for action to resist. And I see a question there, but make it very short because
It's actually an high too. If you do win, are you going to swear allegiance to the king? That's what you have to do.
You have to do it. You have to do it. Well, the IRA didn't take it up because they consider themselves a separate country.
Keep your fingers crossed.
well, my brother
I would,
did,
yes.
so. And also,
Doesn't mean I mean it.
Jerry Adams did. Jerry Adams swore allegiance to the king, Queen.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Oh, he didn't. No, that's true. Tell a lie. He
No, they
didn't.
don't take the seats, but that's because they say Ireland separate, that's why.
Yeah, that's the point. But the island is separate.
Not because of the Republican issue.
Anyway, look, let's worry about that when we get there.
Okay.
But I tell you people, it's possible, of all the London seats, it's possible we can win. Obviously my brother will win with
Hopefully
support, but it's possible I could win in Bermondsey and Old Southwark. The reason being, I know the place, I've been there, got 49 years, I know the area, I was the Labour organiser for 7 years, so I know the place, and I'm well known there. And the sitting MP, Neil Coyle, is unpopular not only because he's been drunk in Parliament a number of times, but furthermore he's done nothing for us and he supported the war in Gaza on the crucial.
So who's the MP?
Neil Coyle.
Labour?
Labour, yeah. Okay, and we need money and support. I've got a leaflet to sign support here in the bag in a minute, so you can sign up and help. And meanwhile, give money to this lady here who's got a box. And what am I standing for? I'm standing for peace and ending of the arming of Israel in Palestine. Also, peace in Ukraine. We'll come to that in a minute. And of course, end the bombing in Yemen. All of these war efforts must end. Second issue, housing. Big issue. Housing costs have been forced up by speculation in London, which is the money laundering capital of the world. I will do everything in Parliament to end that and call for a mass programme of building secure council housing in London and all over the country. I will be standing to oppose the ultra low emission zone and all the zoning and all those other stupid things being forced upon us by the World Economic Forum. And specifically, I want to highlight the World Health Organization and the World Economic Forum. We are calling for leaving the WHO and leaving the WEF, because the WHO is the WEF government in waiting. They want to take us all over, take away our sovereignty and force jabbing upon us. and we don't support anybody, independents or whatever, who oppose us on those key things. We are the ABC campaign, anybody but the circus, which means don't vote for any of the circus whatsoever. But who do you vote for? Well, there might be numbers of independents and so on. Then you will have to choose. And I would say, for example, in the issues of what's happening in Camden, we have to be clear. There are two people opposing Starmer. One of them is called Weinstein, and another one is called Weiss. Well, Weinstein and his team are part and parcel of the World Health Organization. So there's no way they want to beat Starmer. Starmer is a puppet of the WHO and the WEF. So I say support Weiss, because he stands firm against the World Health Organization. I spoke to him on the phone this morning and I told him I'm going to make that statement here. We support him rather than Feinstein. I don't believe Feinstein wants to win because Starmer is part and parcel of the WHO. He's a token candidate. He's a traitor in the end. He's very good about arms to Israel, very good. He speaks very well. But on this crucial issue of the future of the world, he's on the wrong side. And I think he's put there actually to lose. Sorry to say that to those who support him. He's very good about arms. But look, we have to be clear. Weiss can win there. He's got massive support from the Islam community, which will improve. And Weiss, of course, is also supporting my brother, as are many people, which is a neighbouring constituency. And some people are going to ask, what do we do near the election? Well, near the election, I suggest that the independents around London decide, is there any place we can win? And I hope it will be Bermondsey, and then we'd stop campaigning in other places, Independents and Workers' Party, and come to me if we get to that. That's what I hope. But think about it. Where we can win, we ought to make the effort. Otherwise, it doesn't matter if 3, 4 or 5 independents are standing, because they're all making propaganda against New World tyranny, we hope. And if you want to know how to choose, look at theunitedfront.uk. If there's any independent you don't know what they stand for, ask them, do you support the United Front? The 12 principles on there, number 1 of which is men are men and women are women. And all the major parties oppose that. They don't even know what a man and a woman is. How are they going to breed? Come on, it's just bother. It's nonsense. Now, crucial questions before us. What is happening in Israel? Only yesterday I was informed there are pogroms going on in Jerusalem, something I warned about before, namely Islam shops are being closed down and the shopkeepers driven out of town. Think about it. That is utterly terrible. It is an utter disgrace. But where will this lead to? It will lead to the Arab states around thinking there's no reason now not to bomb Jerusalem. Think about that. Think about it. This year we may be seeing the end of Israel. The 76th year of the Israeli state. The number 76, well, we won't go into numerology because this man gets distressed by it, but it doesn't matter. It is the 76th year of the Israeli state and it could be the end of it. And one other thing we've got to bear in mind is the Ukraine. Look, there's a big question here. Television shows us the beheading and bombing and blowing heads off of babies and women and all lots of children in Israel. The media allow us to see this. Why? Why? Because, well, why don't they show us what's happening in Ukraine? Britain is now at war with Russia in Ukraine.
Yeah, but one thing
why don't
about
they tell
that
us?
is that it's quite clear the civilian deaths in the war in Ukraine are far below what's happening in Gaza.
I agree with that, that's true, but all the same, we never see any footage of what's going on in Ukraine, not any footage. I mean, Harker's point is right, but why not? I suggest that they're making use of the unhideable genocide in Israel in order to stop us looking at Ukraine. So I'm going to make it clear in the election, I am making it clear, we have to solidarise with East Ukraine and say no to NATO. Because after the election, Starmer will be there and he will be saying conscription, war with Russia. Think about that, war with Russia. That's what Starmer's been brought in there. We've got to prepare for this. And we support all those opposing the Ukraine government, all those opposing the Israeli government, and all those resisting in Yemen as well. So,
Tasting better now.
I think I'll end there and say, look, please support us. We'll have questions. Yes, we do our chant, then we do questions. So, 1, 2, 3, resist, defy, do not comply. All right, thank you. Turn that off and do questions separately. Questions?
I agree with what you're saying about Israel and what's happening in Palestine or Gaza is outrageous.
Yes.
And I agree with you saying that we should not send arms to Israel. But will you also put in your manifesto or whatever it is that Israel, Gaza, Hamas should send the hostages back to Israel
Oh
too?
yeah, completely. Well, we want a peace conference, which means all the hostages go back, whatever side, whatever deals they can do, but the hostages have to go back completely.
Thank you. I'm in Hammersmith, so I don't want it to happen to me.
Doesn't matter.
Have one for me.
It's a special leaflet. I spent a week writing that.
Educate
I spent an hour writing mine.
Exactly. You're honed.
You can come to Putney High Street and help.
That's quite right.
Okay, can you pass the bag up? And I'm going to hand out
Just got to pop
I got
over.
Greg Hands on me, hopefully he's gone.
Who have we got?
Greg Hands, Conservative. Hopefully the Labour guy again, I know.
No, not the Labour guy. Workers'
Well, I'd
Party.
rather have Labour than Conservative.
Don't
Not
vote Labour at all.
Same as the Tories.
Don't vote for the... Look, there's a big debate this morning on the Andrew Marr show. Some people said,
Laura
we've got to
Kuenssberg?
vote Labour to bring forward the conditions where the Labour Party's finally exposed, and the workers rise up against them. And all I can say is, they're already exposed. The Labour Party is dead.
Yes.
I
Thank
think people
you.
do know that now, yeah.
Now,
Would you
people who
prefer
want
a
to
Tory
join
government?
Pardon?
Would you prefer a Tory government?
To be honest with
I
you,
don't care about either of them. I'm absolutely against either of them, and I'm never going to choose between the two.
Is
They
it
are
because your
both
brother got
evil.
kicked out of the Labour Party?
Pardon?
Is it because your brother got kicked out of the Labour Party?
I left Labour Party in 2000.
No,
Okay,
not you, your brother.
but it is true, isn't it? I mean, if anyone
Any more?
objectively
Sorry,
looking,
please,
the
people
leader of the
will
Labour
help.
Party was expelled. You know, before the next.
He
before
was
the next election.
anti-Semitic.
It's not
Can
anti-Semitic.
you ask people to sign?
It's not anti-Semitic.
Anybody sign?
I have no...
Sign up to
It's
help
not
me.
anti-Semitic in any way. Any shape or form.
Yes, question.
What do you think?
But he managed to get you to believe that.
Your old friend Nigel Farage making a comeback.
You know,
He can go to hell.
Shows how powerful
He's
they are,
part of the
you know.
circus.
Well, I just see them
Nigel
on Piers Morgan,
Farage is in
uncensored.
there to take votes
and he
from the
refused to
Tories
say that
to
Hamas
ensure
were a terrorist group.
Starmer
That doesn't
walk
make him
over.
anti-Semitic.
That
Hamas is the
exactly
elected government
100%
of
what it's about.
of
He's
Gaza.
fake agent.
It's like they used to say about Sinn Féin. And Sinn Féin's now part of the elected, or used to be part of the
The
elected
head of the
government of Northern
government,
Ireland.
Michelle O'Neill.
But they used to say that they were terrorists and you can't talk to them. They always said they're freedom fighters. I mean, and they were. Well, you know, you might not like the method they use. So they were freedom
These
fighters.
people, sign up to
He's independent.
We are.
I'm Workers' Party. He's
Oh,
independent.
you're with
Give us some help.
Galloway.
Sign up. Thank you very much.
Which seat is he running for?
He's in Rochdale.
Oh, he's
Same one.
staying in
Any
Rochdale.
more questions?
You said not to vote for Tories or the Labour Party. Who are you suggesting to vote for?
Him. You vote for me, reliable independence, Workers' Party, and if none of those are standing, I'll spoil your ballot paper. Scroll
That's George
across it,
Galloway's
none of
party,
these.
the Workers' Party.
Peace now in Ukraine, peace now in Palestine, end the bombing of Yemen. Whatever. Ruin your ballot paper and make it clear. We do not comply, yes. A plague on all your houses. Do anything. Sorry, what? Oh, these things. Right, it's gone, has it? We couldn't get back. All right, so we stop now. Okay. Thank you very much.
Mr. Corbyn.
We're still doing it on there.
Mr. Corbyn, we have another question. Can I ask you for your view on how the Palestinian and Israeli issue should be settled?
How should the Palestinian-Israeli issue be settled? They have to stop all the fighting and have an international peace conference, which will involve guarantees of whatever they agree, 2 states or 1 democratic state, whatever, who knows. But they have to agree something at a conference and have guaranteed factions around the world as to the future, which will involve Russia, the USA, China. They'd have to guarantee a secure future.
Keir Starmer said that he will recognise Gaza and Palestine as a state if he gets into government. Do you believe him?
No, I don't believe anything he says. He does a U-turn a minute. But anyway, he might be forced to do that.
No, I want the president's statement.
There's 146 countries around the world have recognised Palestine. Britain is way behind on this. It may be he'll have to, that's the point.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
As your brother did experience anti-Semitism, you are going to receive the same. How are you going to challenge that?
I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh. Okay. I've been accused of being anti-Semitic because of my brother's brother. No, he never was anti-Semitic. I was married to a Jewish woman for 20 years.
Excuse me, I don't mean because of your brother, but what I mean because of your party.
Well, because of what? Oh, I'm an independent. Yeah. But yes, I will be accused of these. It is lies. We just have to resist the lies. But fair point. Fair point. But I think the anti-Semitism story has worn off. I think they might come up with something else now. I don't know. But for me, it's completely absurd. I mean, I was married to a Jewish woman for 20 years. I've employed very hard-working Jewish people. I'm friends of Richard Lindzen, a top meteorologist, but a hardline Jewish Zionist even, in America, a professor. He's very important world professor. You know, I've worked with him completely okay. We just don't talk about Israel, that's all. I'm not against Israeli individuals, I'm against the Israeli state.
Also, I love to understand, is anti-Semitism a kind of censorship?
Yes, it is. Anti-Semitism is a censorship. It's a label used to silence real opposition to genocide. As was stated on a superb poster from Angela from Harlow on a recent march, for example, and as stated by all those people who come, you know, outside Downing Street marching against the genocide in Rafah. We resist, divide, do not comply. Release is here. Give us a song. Come on. Don't take debate. Don't take debate. Hey, give him a leaflet.
Did you say
no? Don't vote for any of the major
I was just saying, look, I'm a Labour Party. I've been to the Labour Party since 2001. Would you agree with me? The worst possible Labour Party would be light years better than the best possible.
No.
There must be a difference between.
There are some people in the Tory party who are miles better than some people in the yeah, I mean, Andrew is told the Tories, but he's spelling out the Tories. And there are individuals in the Tories who explicitly supported me against my arrest. I mean, we haven't had much from them, what they have. I mean, no, a plague and all that. It's the game, you see. They want you to choose between the game, in the game, rather than vote for somebody who fights for a right like the haiku. All right, shall we finish there? Finally, resist, divide, do not comply.
I'll let it run, and you can put it on. You can put it on this because it's already got 68 people. So cut it off and I'll start again. This one will go down. It's already got 68 people. You keep those people.
No problem. Yeah.
I've been stabbed in the back. Yeah, I wanted to go. I was in London. No, I was in Cumbria actually. My
We have Alan from Beijing again. Yeah, he's done.
No, today, this morning.
Maybe move a little bit because if they're chit-chatting there, it's not good. So move a little bit back. We'll move a little bit. Let's move a little bit back. Otherwise they're chit-chatting. The man is going to speak. Let him, give him a bit of leeway. Is Alan from Beijing been speaking on the platform for about 5 times now?
Hi! Yeah, give me 10 minutes attention. Yeah, I'll give you new words, you know.
New information.
Today, I want to talk about why made in China should be always copied. You know, I believe most of your clothes is made in China, right? Most of your shoes made in China, right? Most of made in China, right? Yes. Most of the kitchen equipment made in China, right? But how many famous brands you can name? How many original design you can name? Huawei, yes. Huawei was crushed by United States. They want to destroy this brand. Yes, right? There is a few original design and original innovation and creative from the Chinese brand. Today, I tell you why. Why?
Can I have your opinion, please, of Deng Xiaoping?
A bit later.
Yeah, maybe later. Yeah, there is a very, very deep cultural relations on the Chinese cultures. You know, last week some people tell me you have the 1.4 billion people living in China, but your government's good managers. They don't have the chaos. They don't have the rebellions. But I go back. I think 2 nights. You know why? And I think about my education. I think about my personal experience. And I will tell you that Chinese people was educated not to rebellion. They don't know how to make the chaos. They don't know how to make the rebellions. Because from the beginning, they
What about water margins?
Yeah, this is
water
very good.
margin. The what do you call it?
Yeah.
14th century books. Water margin. Outlaws of the marsh. Outlaws of the marsh. Liang Shaopo.
Yeah, you know, that in China previously they have the very good cultures. But from now, you know, last week I talked about the education of the China. We have the 9 years mandatory and free education in China. You know, what they teach the people, they teach people the discipline, very good discipline. They train the people like soldiers.
The problem is
they like the soldiers. Yeah.
I have followed for many years the teachings of Lao Tzu. I have a good friend from Shanghai.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
He's on. He's on.
Yeah. Come on.
Well, I was going to say, my grandchildren in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
There's no street crime in Hong Kong because apparently the triads keep it safe. You know, there's no street crime. The triads. But the thing is, if you're mixed race in Hong Kong, you have to know Cantonese and you have to know Mandarin, and it drives the kids mad. So my grandchild went to a very well-known school and she had to go. Do you know Saigon in Hong Kong? She had to go to a school in Saigon where it's easy. So unless you know and you're a Westerner and you've got children, you must go to an easy school because it's too difficult. It's too difficult. Mandarin, Cantonese and the other subjects too much.
For most of the Western people, foreign peoples, they learn Chinese. It's very difficult.
It's very difficult.
The pronunciation
but
and the
Cantonese as well.
It's totally different with English, with German. That's, the Finnish. I will tell you that. First one, the Chinese government teach the people discipline. They train the people like the soldiers from the beginning. That's the 1 minute. And even they do the art, you know. When you go to class, when I was a children, I go to the class, and they do not ask you to draw in some things you want. They give you a sample, and all the people drawing like this sample. If you drawing like 100% that, you get the highest A+. If you're drawing some things you want to do, you get C minus.
Since about 2000, China became the centre of international art. About 2000, you got 798, you got Cao Changdi, you got all these places in China.
798, but
they're more innovative than here. The art world there, more innovative than here.
That is their education process. They have the urban cultures, they have the discipline cultures. This is against innovative and creative, you know. So that's, but you know, it's not all the people follow their rules, you know. It's not all people become the idiots. All the people become the students.
But the Chinese language, like you're saying about the problem he's got or his family have got, the Chinese language is a pictorial language, and it requires years of discipline to be able to acquire the knowledge how to write and read in Chinese. And so there's an element which is different in the psychology of the brain as a consequence of learning the language in Chinese to learning an alphabetic language. In terms of, there is a right-left brain in interplay involved in all linguistic activity in China, which doesn't happen to the same degree in Western languages.
You know, in China we have the totally different language. You know, this is the one section, and you do not expect to speak very quickly. There's no long words. But if you stay in China for 2 or 3 years, you can learn to speak. But if you want to learn writing, it's very difficult.
My grandchild.
You should remember every character, every word.
Impossible.
My
It's not impossible because everyone there does it.
My grandchild in Hong Kong has got international prize in art and a first prize in Hong Kong for original her art. So in Hong Kong, you can do what you want in art. Yeah, you can in Hong Kong. It's not like the rest of China. She's got first prize.
Not anymore. In China was under control of Chinese central government now.
Yeah, but not Hong Kong. They still have a lot of freedom.
To do freedom for the arts is no problem. Freedom for the non-ideology areas. Business is a freedom. Everything is
the internet in Hong Kong completely free, like England. You can look anything up in Hong Kong. All the conspiracy sites.
You can use all the softwares. But 2 weeks before, I talked about that in China was banned for all the social medias. All the social medias. You cannot use the Instagram. You cannot use the Facebook. No, the LinkedIn. Even LinkedIn was banned. I'm very surprised. You know, LinkedIn was the software. It's a platform for your job. Yes. I learned English from my 13 years from the middle school in China. Yes, in China. But I worked for the international company for several years. How many years? It's a long time ago.
I'll have to go because
I tell you that from the middle school, most of the Chinese students they will learn English at least 3 years. Yeah, but most of the people, the oral English have the problem because they don't have the opportunity to talk. But most of the people they can reading, they can write, very good. They're writing very good articles. But the speaking is a little problem. You know, you need the people to talking, practice, get familiar with the pronunciation. Yes. So,
Did you say in the whole of China there's no Facebook, no Instagram?
No, totally banned. Even I tell you, TikTok was banned. No TikTok in China. Surprise you. It's very interesting phenomenon. That's fact. TikTok was banned in China. They have another version separately. Douyin was a Chinese version TikTok, but TikTok and Douyin was totally separate. No any information sharing together.
Very good, I agree with that.
Yeah.
What's the difference between them?
And they time wasters and keeps you stupid.
Yeah, you know that in China we have the very long time ago there is a very smart guy. They invented the philosophy that foolish people easy to manage. So they make the people foolish. So I tell you that why the people says 1.4 billion people live in China but no kills. Yeah, no rebelling. Because the people is worried about that. How about the next month? I got how much money? How can I live? Yeah, the people was to force on the living, you know. And the people do not think about too much things. I said this. They cannot make chaos. They don't know how to make chaos. They don't know how to make the rebellions. That's a problem, you know. This is a big, deep cultural reasons. This is cultural reasons. Yeah. In the past 40 years, Chinese government has done a very good job for the economic growth. Yes, very good. But for the next 40 years, not so good. They need creative. They need innovation. They need to become the leader of in some areas.
What is your opinion of USA?
United States. United States looks
and
like
the American
chaos.
Empire in the Pacific.
You know, Chinese political system and United States political system, they have the different, totally different. But each one have the good side and bad side. China have the good side, and China as well have the bad side. The good side is they are very disciplined, the very good management. They can make so many people follow one goal. Yeah. Last week I talked about that. If United States president become idiot, the people will say that okay.
Do you like Trump?
Yeah. I don't like Trump. Julie, I don't like Trump in a million years. They do the crazy things. So I will tell that if Trump become the president of the United States, yeah, maybe will. But a lot of people
Even if they put him in prison.
yeah, maybe. But people will say he will make crazy decisions. We will be careful, right? We will keep Trump away from the nuclear weapon button, right? But I tell you, if Chinese president become an idiot, 1.4 billion people will become idiot as well. You know, it's very, very dangerous, very, very important. Chinese people will follow the top leaders. If he make crazy decisions, this is disaster for whole world. Whole world. You know? So pray. You should have a good president in China, you know. Yeah. So I will talk about why the China made in China always copy. There is a business. I talk about the culture reasons why they focus on the collaborative work. They emphasize the people was a part of the group. If, like me, if I want to do something, I would say I want to create the new model cars. If I talk with my family, I talk with my friend in China, they will say, shut up. That's crazy. Don't do that. You cannot be successful. They will tell me, all the Chinese people will tell me, stop it. That's bullshit. You know, this is a culture, you know, that's just culture. They do not encourage you to do the creative things. They said,
To take risks.
yes, this is very obviously this is a business reasons. But
Everywhere, it's not only China. There's even business all over.
yes, but you know that's you know, if you want to create new things, the people will frustrate you. Yes, frustrate you. But in United States, in UK, the people will say, "Oh, you have the good idea. You do that. You try to do that. You know, only your words. You do not pay money for you. They don't ask you pay my dreams, right? I don't ask for your money. I don't ask for your support. You just tell me if I would like to be successful. That's very frustrating."
Do you think that the virus from Wuhan was a mistake or deliberate?
Oh, I cannot talk about this topic.
Cannot talk about that, you get banned from YouTube.
No, I come from China. So I will talk about another reason. Business reasons why China always copy, obviously. If you copy something, it's a low cost, right? It's already have the major market over there. You make some things, copy some things and sell. You don't care about that is market channel management, the brand promotion.
Okay, but
yeah.
First is one of the reasons that when if you look back at Chinese history, at the period up until 1820, from about 2000 BC to 1820, China was more technologically advanced than the Western world. But there was no private copyright on anything. So if you made a special bridge, people could copy the bridge and make it elsewhere, right? So it was actually a force for innovation and development, the fact that there was no copyright. Second thing is, even if it was theoretically true that copyright protected the ability of big corporations or big money to invest in something and therefore develop a new product, if you look at the world today, the real world today, everyone's on ChatGPT, on video AI, on AI imaging, so everything's copied. All the latest technology is copied.
Yeah, that's why from a business view, creative will have the high cost. You know, you
but
invest in
anymore.
new things, and you have the 100 new ideas, but only one could be successful, become successful, right?
Yeah, but if you can do that in 5 seconds on a computer, then it's a the meaning of creativity has changed. Because you can have 100 artworks in a second, and then it's just about selecting and amending.
AI, yes. Last week I've been corporate events. They talk about the corporate AI. There's a Cortex AI. I don't believe AI will replace people's creative and innovative.
True.
Yes, but ultimately you need people create new ideas. It's not AI, not machine, not robots. Yes, we need the people creative.
No,
have a new thinking.
Yeah, but what you're when you're saying that China lacks creativity, then actually all the world has now been dragged into this maelstrom where everything has become artificial intelligence dominated. The whole Western world is dominated by AI as well. And the innovation in the West is also very limited.
Not yet. I don't think that is it's all dominated by AI. I use AI as a tools to improve my writing, to improve, to get some information more easily. But it's AI was a tools. It's not to replace the people, you know.
No, I'm not saying replace people, but capitalism is not a system based on people either. It's based on profit making. If there's a correspondence between profit making and innovation, then it appears that Apple create a great product. But actually, it's just they've got vast amounts of money to throw at it. And therefore, if this man invents a product, we conquer the market because we invest so much money in what he did that we command the marketplace.
You know, this
and they also steal.
There is a business reasons why the copy have the lower cost, right? Very lower cost. You already invent the new products and you set up the business channel. You set up, you have the major market already. You have the good supply chains. And I guess your products and I disassembly and I know what's the components and I copy it. It's very easy, you know. It's very low cost and you get profit. This is I follow your successful story and then I get more profit but lower cost.
But then how do you?
Obviously, that is a very good business reasons to get the copy.
How do you explain?
But if you want to be the leader of the global, if you want to become the leader of the industry, leader of the one area, you cannot copy anymore.
Well,
you need creative. You cannot follow other people. You only if you want to copy, you follow other people's. You always be the second place. Never become the first place.
What about BYD, the Chinese car manufacturer?
Yeah.
In order to stop them, they block them on the marketplace. Or you take Chinese Railways. Chinese Railways did copy, but now they're the best in the world.
Chinese
high-speed railway.
Technology from Siemens, from Arcot, from Japan, Mitsubishi. They get technology and they integrate the technology together, change a little bit. And because that is the Chinese government very supports the high-speed railway projects.
Right.
So they have the good infrastructure plan, 5 years, 10 years plan. So they support that project. But high-speed railway was not supported by United States, not supported by the Europe. Yes, even in Japan, they don't want to support the high-speed railway. You know, when I was in the United States 2 years before, I have the Amtrak. They have the $500 US tickets. You can take any 10 tickets from anywhere. Yeah, I spent 1 month across the whole United States, but their railway system is very cool. Yeah, slowly, and their tickets are very expensive. Sometimes it's 2 times of the flight tickets, 2 times price in the flight tickets, but they still losing money. They're still losing money
here as well.
Yeah, that's why no one financially support the railway development in United States, in Asia, or in Europe here.
But a lot of technological innovation comes from large-scale state investment. Even here, I mean, you take the mobile phone, the touch screen, all the main components of the mobile phone were produced by the military. So they're not just innovation; they're innovation created by massive state investment.
Yeah.
Or fostered by massive state investment.
Only people work, not just one child.
Not exclusively, but fostered.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. In China, they also foster.
China wants to do more creative and innovative. Yes, they want to do. They know that is very important, and they want to be the highest technology. They want to surpass the United States, but.
Backup will follow the leader. Backup will follow the leader. All revolutions have been made by masses, not by vanguards.
Yeah.
Masses of people. Vanguards don't make.
But the problem is that people, the education. Yeah.
A friend of mine who works in the mobile phone industry said to me, Huawei phones they were on the way to become better than Apple. Why? You said to
Huawei.
Oh, Huawei.
And that's, America has banned Huawei.
Yes.
But why? Why? Because they're scared that their product will be better.
I think that
Apple.
I think that Huawei was banned by United States. It's not because of the personal device. It's because of the information infrastructure device, like Huawei produce a lot of equipment for the information infrastructure. That is very dangerous. The United States don't like that's the infrastructure, the base, the hardware was hard equipment dominant by Chinese. United States electric system was broken several times. They don't know why. They purchase a lot of the equipment from all the world. I don't know why. I don't know why.
And the funny thing is,
Time at the bar.
the majority of Apple phones are made in China. Is that right? They assemble in China.
Yeah.
So that's another weird thing.
Let me give you a conclusion for my today's title. Is why made in China is always copying. Because they have the two reasons. One is a business reason, low cost. Copy is low cost. It's easy to do some things. The second one is cultural reasons. Cultural reasons because that's Chinese traditional culture. They educate people, urban cultures. This is simply. They do not like the people to do the individual contribution. They do not like the people to do individual contribution allied with creative and innovative. Collaborative contribution, collaborative work is always against the innovation and creative.
Disagree, but never mind.
Disagree. Yes, sometimes that if you was a part of the groups, you want to do something new. It's hard. This is the hard because you want to persuade whole groups people agree with you.
But
if your group is 100 people,
if you do that,
the people will frustrate you. But if you do that, you're very successful. You are heroes. But that's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Sam is getting up. Comment on the election campaign.
I'm just here to talk about football. Well, no, I'm not going to do that because his channel don't allow football. Alright, I just want to say I've been out the last 4 years campaigning on various things. No happening over there. I've been campaigning on various things, so I did COVID, as he calls it, COVID, and then we did the climate change, and throughout that time, you would get harassed and everything. You would get people coming up to you. I would say 98% of people, or no, about 90% of people will have a go at you, shout at you. People, someone spat at this young lady out there. We've been all sorts of happenings. That's how much he cared about COVID. Somebody spat at somebody. So we were out there doing that. So then Heiko asked me to come along. I don't know why I came along. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I woke up and then I came out. We bought this stick and we bought this stick and I thought we was hit the people with. Well, actually, I was a bit sceptical, a bit like Heiko myself. He pulled out this stick with the Palestinian flag on, and as soon as he put the Palestinian flag on it, we were outside East Putney Station, just handing out pamphlets, and then I, for my sins, held it in the morning, and I was there for about 2 hours, I would say, holding it, getting him going to work. Nearly 99% were all in our favour. You get people just walking apart, you get people that were wearing headphones that were out of this world, but people handing out pamphlets to them just because they saw the Palestinian flag, and as people say, it don't affect most people. Most people it don't affect because it's not interfering with their lives, but they support the Palestinian cause. When people see innocent people getting killed over and over and over again, and children getting killed, that's when it comes to. Just holding that flag, people coming up, they were signing up, they had a signing up form, they said they would help out. Like I said, we go and drop down leaflets. They said they would help us out just because he was holding that up. So the tide has changed and the people were with us. So we handed out the pamphlet, we got a bit of feedback, he changed some of it once he heard the feedback. Even when we was in the car, we were going round playing George Galloway, High Coach voice in the car. Somehow Shane saw us, that's how loud the voice is. So we saw everyone there. So just on the Monday, everyone was positive, handing out leaflets. Just on the Monday, I was out getting the nominations for Piers, and people come up and said, "You're always going outside my house annoying me with that speaker." But now, people, what I found is, I just wanted to present, just saying the tide has changed. People are in our favour just for putting up this flag, and then that's all we spoke about. But then if people wanted to engage, and speak, they'll find out our views and hand down the pamphlet. Some people said you don't necessarily agree on all your stuff, but they weren't hostile. They weren't. You get the odd drunk Tommy Robinson person shouting. So they're not football fans. The football fans are gentle people, as I know. So we're going to be doing it next few weeks, and what I found is it's great speaking to people. It's great speaking. That's what the Millwall fans are. So I'm staying out at Birmingham. That's what the Millwall and those supporters are about. So what I was saying, just by having this flag, I actually thought we would get a lot of hostile. So if you are campaigning for the MP, which I know Piers is, get a poll, not sit people with, get a flag up, and if you make that your one, because I think just standing for the Workers' Party, you're guaranteed, even in a place like Putney, you're guaranteed 2,000 supporters. Yeah.
Can I just ask a question? No disrespect. So I don't like to be on camera, sorry. And with that said, workers' party, Marxism, liberalism, what have they actually done for the world? Whose theory is that in the past, maybe 100 people have been progressing in the world, or making the questions this year, and how to push.
Well, I will say the Workers' Party's only been going a few months. So it's only been going a few months. So I can't necessarily answer about the Workers' Party.
It sounds good, sorry to say, but there's no solution. Islam is the solution for everything. To be honest, this is a major personal relationship. We pray congregation.
Here we have another religious nut. So what I would like to do is thank you for your contribution. I'm not getting in there. I'm just saying, just holding up this. So I'm going to finish up there and say support Piers in his campaign, support High Coach in his campaign. Thank you very much.
Well done.
My father was Labour, and I said to him, at the end of the day, is it the worst possible Labour? The best possible Tory.
The best possible Labour Party is no Labour Party.
I met people in Labour who think the Tories are our best. But I don't get it. They're real bad.
Have our views doubled since I started talking?
If you talk, please, I'll take you away.
Any more for this? He gave you one.
The way I looked at it, let's be honest,
People over there. Any more for these? You had one anyway. Did you have one? Did you have one? This guy here. You have
in 30 years' time, that might
You go to leave, go to live.
It's live. It's live. You've been live, but you're on with Piers' thing. So later I can cut it and divide it. At the moment, you're on one thing.
Okay, no problem. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You guys are.